So today we are here with Rudy. Rudy is essentially a freshman in our board and train program. We picked him up yesterday, and this is our first training session with him, our first actual place board clicker training session with him. We are going to essentially be getting an understanding of what Rudy knows, what he doesn't know, and going over some things and just working with him. So we'll see how it goes. So the first thing we're going to do with Rudy is we're just going to get an understanding of what Rudy knows and what he doesn't know. Kind of like freshman orientation, right? We're giving him an understanding of what the expectations are. Good boy. Yes. And getting an understanding of what he knows and what he doesn't know. All right, Rudy. So he knows his place. He's comfortable. He's confident because he gets on the place board. Yes. See if he knows a D-O-W-N. Rudy, down. Nah. Sit down. Boy. So we're using the clicker here. Every time when I tell him to lie down, for example, the second he is in a down, the second his front elbows hit the ground, we pay him. This is something we'll work on, right? He hops right out of the down when we tell him to lie down. But again, it's freshman orientation. We're just getting an understanding. See if you can follow a lure. Rudy, stand. Good boy. This is also charging up the clicker for him. Sit. Good boy. One piece of kibble at a time. All right, Rudy. Free. Here. It's right there. Rudy. If he didn't see me throw him, we don't want him to find it on the ground later because he's just going to keep searching on the ground. But, Rudy, place. Down. All right. And so here what we're doing, good boy. He stayed in a down, so I'm going to keep paying him in a down. I told him to lie down. I'm going to keep paying him there. And here what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be working on a little bit of everything. We're not just going to work on our downs or our sits or our stays. Good boy. We're going to work on everything so he has a wide understanding and a wide range of knowledge in his head, right? Freshman orientation. They don't just talk about down. They don't just talk about, what one class is going to look like. They go over all the classes. Rudy, good boy. This is a good distraction for him. How's it going? Rudy, hey, good boy. That's getting his attention. Hey, Rudy, Rudy. Hey, Rudy. Good boy. Whew. He likes to bite a little bit. Bite your hand off with the food. But, Rudy, hey, down. Right, again, we're working on a little bit of everything. Rudy, stay. So what we're doing here is we're just free shaping all of these behaviors that we want. He obviously has a good baseline before training of these basic things. They all need to be tightened up a good amount. Like when I tell him down, it's a little slow, and he tends to hop out of the down very quick, like that, right? He hopped out of his down. Those are things we'll tighten up, but totally okay right now because he's doing what we ask, and we're teaching him to work, right? Rudy, come. Sit. Good boy. Place. Good boy. Down. Stay. All right, we're going to start asking a little bit more of him. Every single time we do something, we're going to, right, ask a little bit more of him. On your first day of class, when you're a freshman, down, right? You go over all the things, everything that you need to know for the class. On the second day of class, you start going over, your textbooks, and you start getting assignments. We're starting to give Rudy assignments now. He is learning the whole college program here at NOVA Canine Academy, and he is doing awesome, right? He is getting an A so far, but it is only day one, and things get a lot harder along the way, but he's acing it so far. We're killing it here. Rudy, come. Good boy. Place. He is awesome. Really killing it. Rudy, down. Nah. Good boy. Told him to lie down. He tried to cheat on it. He's used to cheating. But we don't cheat on exams here at NOVA Canine Academy. We do it the right way, or we don't do it at all. Rudy, down. And he knows better, right? He knows what I'm telling him to do, but he is trying to get away with it. So we'll keep working on this with him. Hey, Rudy, place. Good boy. All right, so here is a little issue Rudy has. No, place. He gets way too excited. And right now, I'm not paying him, and he's crying, he's whining. If I just stand here for a couple seconds, listen to him whine, cry, we don't do that. Rudy, down. So we're going to give him a job to do. Stay. Nah, sit. Down. Good boy. Stay. He never gets paid for crying. College, we don't put up with crybabies. At least not at NOVA Canine Academy. It's okay if people cry a little bit, but we learn not to cry. I'll put it that way. Good boy. Stay. Right? So he relaxed for a couple seconds. Exactly the behavior that we want. We're going to pay him now. But we're not just going to, if he's crying, we're not just going to have him sit and pay him. Right? It's like you go to class and you start crying because your test is too hard, and the professor gives you $10. No, we're not doing that. We are guiding him and showing the behavior that we want. Good boy, right? He just had a good, 15, 20 seconds of staying, no crying. We're teaching him totally okay just to be chilling here. Good boy, stay. This downstay is something that he needs a little work on. When I tell him to downstay and I'm standing right next to him, holding this in front of his face, he is turning into a little crybaby. Because, down. Because what he's used to in life is crying and getting away with things. For whatever reason, no fault to the owners, but it's just how he's learned to get away with what he wants. Maybe it was when he was a puppy, maybe it was before the owners had him. It's just how he's learned and how his mind works. And we are not going to do this. Hey. Good boy. We might pay him a little bit less for things because he is getting so excited. Rudy, sit. Down. Good boy, stay. Good, stay. Right, exactly, the behavior that we want. He just had a little issue with a quiz. Maybe it was a pop quiz or something. Down. And he's spending time with the professor. And he's choking up his bubble gum while he's sitting in class. Sit down. He's spending some time with the professor to really understand, okay, what am I missing out on and what can I learn? How can I develop to get an A on this quiz next time? And he's almost getting there. Stay. But we're going to ask a lot of him on this stay, right? Because we're continuing to ask more. You don't take the hardest test on the first day of class. You take the hardest test on the last day of class and the easiest on the first day. But things get progressively harder throughout the course. Because once he has this down with little distractions, we can add distractions on and build that up. Next thing you know, he's going to be an off-leash dog graduating college pretty soon. You guys stay tuned. If you want to see Rudy completely finished, make sure you like and subscribe because we will be showing you a video in a couple weeks time of Rudy running around off leash being responsive. Anyway, I digress. Rudy, come. Good boy. We're gonna ask for the sit in the come, Rudy, place. He is killing it. Oh, good boy. Sit. Down. Good boy. So that's something. He's getting a little too excited for the food. This is something that we can work on, is showing him, hey, you get paid when I pay. You don't get paid when you want to get paid. And this might hurt my hand a little bit, but we're going to teach him. I have a couple pieces of kibble in my hand. He's going to try to get them. And the second he leaves it, he's going to get them. So he's going to learn. My hand is currently getting all slobbered on. This is Rudy, just learning exactly what to do. Because, oh, good boy. Right? Oh, man, I could feel the slobber dripping off my hand. And the second he gets, good boy. Right, the second he backed off and looked at it, that's when he got paid. Good boy. Right, again, every time I'm asking for just a millisecond more. Golly, you can see it dripping down my hand. But Rudy's super cute. We love it here. We love dogs. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. And we're also not going to make this training session too long. We're just going to be doing this constantly. 10, 15, stay. 10, 15 minutes here, 10, 15 minutes there, several times a day. And within a couple days, Rudy is going to have this down to a T. He is going to be killing it. Hey guys, thanks for sticking through to the end. I appreciate all your support. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.